Disclaimer, this video uses footage that has been uploaded to YouTube. All the movie footage in this video belongs to Warner Brothers. All footage used in this video comes under fair use because I am commenting, critiquing and reviewing the movie footage, which is the definition of fair use. Enjoy! I'm off to see a Minecraft movie. I've got my ticket, and stick around until after this, well, vlog I guess you could call it, to hear what I thought about the film. Now, to the cinema! Well, I am very early, so what am I going to do? I haven't a clue. I'll probably just have a stroll about for a bit, but honestly, I didn't think it would be that quick to get here, because there is barely anyone here. I mean, it's 5 to 11 now, and the film is at 25 past 11. And obviously I am sneaking some snacks in because I am not paying the prices they charge for drinks and popcorn. So instead, here's a couple of half packets of Millions and a big cup of Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. The Aldi version. I mean, I've never seen it this quiet before, especially on a nice day like today. That's what I'm here to see. Right, I'm bored now doing nothing and waiting. So, let's go in. Very empty in here as well. Screen 9, this is me, although the light reflection in my camera is giving me a 6. Well, it's very quiet. Row D and seat 10. This is me. Well, for the time being, I have the whole cinema to myself. They had an interesting pre-film music playlist. Mostly Disney songs. And then we had Barbie. Now the seats do have cup holders, so I'll just put my stuff in here and I'll just cover them over with my jacket. No one will be able to see it now. Also, it was almost pitch black in the cinema, but my camera was able to make it look like there was every light on in that room. Oh, and the best thing about Vue Cinemas, you get cheaper tickets and all the seats are recliner seats. I'm going to be watching this film in absolute comfort. And now let's leave because the film's over. I should film outside more. The lighting is amazing. But yet, let's go home and hear my review. Yeah, there wasn't really much of a vlog, but here's my review now, and obviously this is going to include a lot of spoilers. Now, first off, and this doesn't really relate to the film at all, but it just relates to the trailers I saw before. This is the end of one of the trailers.
But Telly, Sky, believe in better.
More like believe in that everything links. This is a hell of a coincidence because I am someone who believes that everything somehow links together. And this proves it because for some reason on the drive down to the cinema I had in my head for some reason the song Karma Chameleon. And I don't know why. I haven't heard that song in months, probably like a year or something, and for some reason it was just stuck in my head. And then when I get to the cinema, there's an advert that has that song. That is too much of a coincidence for my liking. Now obviously there was an advert for the Minecraft McDonald's Happy Meal, but I didn't have that. Instead I just had a normal McDonald's meal from a voucher I had, and well, it's still got a bit of Minecraft on it, so I'm counting it as a McDonald's Minecraft meal. The unofficial one. The McDonald's McChicken and Fries Minecraft meal. Now what I'm going to talk about in this review are only the parts that stood out to me, but my review is about the whole film itself, not just the specific parts that make up my review. Anyway, to the film. And so it begins. Hello, Creeper. Goodbye, Creeper. Hello, Dan. Now, one thing about this film I was confused about was when this was set. They have modern iPhones from 2025. Nice to see that they chose Apple. But the cars that everyone drives and the school classrooms look like they're from the 80s. Plus the moving company logo on the moving trailer was in a very 80s style. So it seems that we're stuck in 1980 with 1980s tech, apart from mobile phones and modern laptops, which are from 2025. Now, I don't play Minecraft, but I do like to watch some videos about it. Since when did skeletons ride spiders? What is this, Spider Jockey? Now, during the film, there was something, well, I call it a little morbid, and that was seeing a sheep getting its wool ripped off by a load of zombies, which I also found a bit confusing because in the game, zombies and any monsters don't interact with any animals. Am I right? And talking about it linking to the game, since when did zombies' arms come off? Now, there was one part of the film where the character, I think his name was Henry, I can't remember, crashes into a tree and, well, it breaks a block. He picks up the block and immediately it's like he knows what to do, like he knows how to build. He knows that he just has to throw it on the floor and then it will build. Not place it on the floor, not do anything else with it. He knows to throw it on the floor to build. It's like he knows it because he's been there as long as Steve has, but he hasn't. He's just got there that day. So I'm just reading into this too much, but it just seems a bit weird to me that he already knows how to build when he's not even been there for 30 minutes and he hasn't even been taught by anyone. Now, in cinemas all over the world, mostly the United States, there have been a lot of over-the-top reactions to lines said in the film. And here's the reaction from the cinema I went to the line, "I am Steve."
I am Steve.
It was actually pretty good compared to ones I've seen online. Then there was Steve's Lava Song, which for some reason I don't actually remember hearing anyone singing when I was in the cinema, but I must have just been paying attention to the song so much I didn't realise. Because when I looked at this recording, there were actually people singing.
Spicy, it's a lava attack!
But before this, we had an excellent tribute to a certain someone.
Is he some kind of king?
No, that's a legend.
Now there's this character, and his name is Chungus. Of course it is.
General Chungus! Hey, Malgosha!
Now the person who voice acted this character...
Shut up! Take your finest warriors, bring me there to whoop, and kill the roundling!
Honestly, they couldn't have got a better voice actor because it works perfectly. Now, there was one scene that I found a bit confusing.
An ender pearl. Teleports you to wherever you throw it. Yeah, right.
So you're telling me that you went through a portal into this block universe where while there are block versions of real life things like animals and everything, you're telling me that you believe in all this easily crafting things on a crafting table from just items? You're believing in villagers? You're believing in the fact that things like this can exist? You're believing in the fact that you can build anything by just picking up a block and placing it down, but you don't believe that an ender pearl can teleport you. What does it take to convince this man? Now, I did like this bit of the film. Don't know why, just something very funny about it. But also, another thing I liked about the film was the soundtrack. It was amazing! This bit was unexpected.
Just relax, let my hips guide you, it's the only way!
And this bit got a bit too weird for my liking. But then after this, you had that one line that people are just going nuts about. But that didn't really happen in the cinema I went to.
Chicken jockey!
Yeah, you got people shouting it, but not so much as throwing popcorn everywhere. Although, with the price of it, I'm not surprised they didn't. Now, I love a good dad joke, and there was one perfect dad joke in there that I laughed more than I should have done.
Are you finished?
No, I think he's Swedish.
Now, one part I heard online about where the Enderman is looking into the character's eyes. I think the character's name was Henry, I can't remember. And visions start showing of the other characters, and their eyes are purple, all except for Steve's, which were white. Now, apparently this was because they couldn't get the editing software to get them the colour purple, which I refuse to believe because if it lets you do with other characters' eyes, why not with Steve's eyes? Well, that's because I think it was a little poke at Herobrine. Now, there was one scene that I didn't record, but I found extremely weird, because Steve asks Henry if he has got the crystal, and literally he is holding the crystal in his hands right in front of him. Steve literally asks him, have you got the crystal, when it's right there. It's like someone asking me, do I have my phone on me? And it's right here. One part I didn't understand was near the end, where Steve gives his dog Dennis to the woman's name that I can't remember, so he can go to the real world. Not like he's been stuck in the real world for God knows how long while he's been locked up. But I don't understand this. Why is he letting his dog go with her just because, like, she works with animals and everything? Why does he let the dog go with her after he hasn't seen his dog for God knows how long? It's his best friend in this world. And then he's going to stay and just let his dog go with them. When, to be honest, I think she has enough animals than looking after a blocky dog. The song was very unexpected, though.
Go now, Dennis, my Dennis.
Now, is it just me, or is anyone getting any School of Rock vibes from this?
Life is pretty perfect. I used to wake up and play.
And also, this is the perfect name for a self-defense company.
Survival mode, self-defense.
So that's basically the film. Yes, I've left a lot out. I haven't really told you what the story is, but that's because for those of you who haven't seen the film, you can go and watch it with knowing a lot of things about it, but not knowing the actual storyline. But then, during the credits, we get this.
She's right, Clemente. You totally blew it.
Apparently the villager is British.
No, I think he's Swedish.
And she speaks villager.
Well, villager language seems easy to learn. That was awful. I'm gonna not include that. Everyone in the cinema I was in, as well as people in cinemas that I've seen online, had the same reaction to the villager speaking English, and that was pure shock, with audible gasps. I think it was because of the British accent, because we are all used to hearing villagers talking in English like this.
Here's villager number 9 with more info.
Marlene, ever since we met last night...
It's been one day and he's learnt the whole of the English language and she's learnt the whole of the villager language. In one day! Oh, and for people who don't stick around until after the credits, I can understand if, like, the credits are a good 4 or 5 minutes. But the credits for this film weren't that long. And here's a little key fact. Don't leave before the end of the credits. Literally, everyone in my cinema, apart from one other family, left. And then, unexpectedly, you get this. This is why you stick around until after the credits, because they usually put something right at the end, for those of you that actually can be bothered to wait around and watch until the very, very end. But here's a big spoiler. That girl is Alex.
I'm Alex, by the way.
While people say it doesn't really include that much of the story of Minecraft, I like how it includes things from the lore of Minecraft. So that was the film, and only when I came out did I notice the giant poster on the wall. I am not good at taking selfies, okay? I think I've taken more selfies this year than I have in my entire life, and I've only taken about 3 this year. So instead, I just made this. So in conclusion, what did I think of a Minecraft movie? Well, it's definitely a kids' film. Like, you can tell it's definitely a kids' film because it's more action-packed than what the game Minecraft is. With the game, it's more relaxed. It has its action, like when you're fighting the Ender Dragon at the end, but it's more relaxed action, if you get what I mean. In the film, it's more action-packed to keep viewers interested. So yeah, it's definitely a kids' film. It was weird how halfway through it technically turned into a musical. I feel like if it was going to include this many songs in the second half, then they should have included a few more songs in the beginning. That way it doesn't suddenly turn into a musical. But honestly, the songs they featured, they are enjoyable. So what is my overall review? Well, I give it 4 out of 5 sheep.
Okay, fair enough.
This guy is such a tool bag.
I'm sure people are going to start using that rating system, aren't they? But that's all I have to say about a Minecraft movie. I only went to watch it because a lot of people I know have been watching it, and most people I talk to won't shut up about it, and I didn't want to have any more spoilers. So I've finally gone to watch it, and I thought I'd bring you along for the ride, which honestly wasn't the best vlog I could have done. But if you want to see some more vlogs in the future, or some more movie reviews in the future, then vlogs I can do anytime I want. It's just my life is a bit boring, so don't expect them all the time. And as for movie reviews, I think I might just wait until they come to DVD or online. But yeah, if you want to see some more vlogs or movie reviews on the channel, then just say, and I'll be happy to. But until next time, goodbye! The McChicken sandwich. The McChicken and fries. The McChicken and fries. The McChicken and fries Minecraft Happy Meal. The McChicken and fries meal. The McDonald's McChicken and fries. The McDonald's McChicken and fries. The McDonald's McChicken and fries Minecraft meal. God, that took longer than it should have done to say. One part I didn't understand was near the end, where... I was about to say Jack then, but his name's Steve in this. Where... I nearly did it again!